Hi fans, I'm the PC Expert Amateur and we're going to do episode 9 of the airflow and pressure differential comparison of 140 millimeter fans. As always, this is the anemometer or airflow meter that I use to measure the airflow, of course, and it only has 4 decimal places for the area setting. I need 5. Even though I calibrated this against the Noctua A12 by 25, it doesn't have enough precision. So there's a distortion that creeps into the airflow results. So at some point, and I don't know where, the numbers start to artificially expand because of this lack of precision. Now, I don't have a job, really struggling with the money thing, so I can't replace this. If you want to help, you can help me on Patreon, you can help me here, you can go to the GoFundMe that's been set up for me as well. But otherwise, yeah, I'm kind of stuck with what I've got. And that's the bad news. The good news is that the distortion is consistent. Therefore, I can rank the fans by the airflow results. So the fans we have today is the Noctua NF-A14. I don't have a proper box for this. This was given to me by somebody who bought it and didn't like it because it made a noise that they could hear. And so they sent it to me in a different box, but I got it. And then this is one of the 2-pack of the Shenzhen WDERAIR Technology Company Limited P-14025 PWM. And of course, the Noctua is also PWM. And this one is the Cooljag Everflow FB14025SL, which is a 3-pin fan. And then I've got the Aigo ring fan, or CP-fan-140 AINRD, which is, I believe this is a 3-pin, if I remember correctly. It's a 3-pin plus MOXD. And the Prolima Tech Blue Vortex 14, which is also RL4BS14025112L-3M. Yeah, so that's a little bit much. Now, this is the box the Noctua came in, and this is the box with the other WDERAIR. It's a 2-pack. So I'm going to put up the results of the RPM testing, and I'd like you to take a look at that information and find other information about the fans, like the bearing type, and look at the pictures. How big is the diameter of the hub? What are the shapes of the blades? And what about the design of the frame? What about the distance side to side between the blades? All of those things affect the results. Once you're done considering these things, I would like you to write in the comments which fan you think will have the worst airflow and which will have the best, which will have the worst pressure differential, and which will have the best. Save it. Don't change it. This is not a competition. It's just a chance for you to learn to evaluate fans with limited information, which is all the time when you're shopping for fans. So let me get that up on your screen. And we can see that the Aigo was rated at 1100, it came in at 1200. The Prolima Tech was rated at 1000, but came in at 1210, which is 10 RPMs over the tolerance of plus or minus 200 RPMs. The WDERAIR was rated at 1500, came in at 1523.4. Noctua was rated at 1500 also, as was the Cooljag. The Noctua came in at 1580, and the Cooljag came in at 1630. So go ahead and pause, and then I'll show you the airflow results. That is to say, pause and put your guesses down in the comments. And here we can see that the Aigo had the lowest or average CMH of airflow at 129. The Prolima Tech was above average at 148.8, and the Shenzhen WDERAIR was just a teeny bit fast, more. It had a teeny bit more airflow at 149.4. The Noctua was significantly better at 167.4, and the Cooljag It's a little bit better at 133.4. Now let's see what the pressure differential has to show us. The Aigo and the Prolima were tied at 72. The Cooljag was a bit better at 75, and the WDERAIR and Noctua were tied at 76. Now we're going to take a look and see how these fans stack up against each other. All right, right now it's sorted by RPMs, and we can see that the Aigo and Prolima are within the first, 15? And the Shenzhen, WDERAIR, Noctua, and Cooljag are in the bottom 15, which is the best. The best is on the bottom, not the top. I do it a little bit differently. So instead of showing the top ones at the top, the best ones at the top, I show the best ones at the bottom, in case you didn't notice that. All right, let's switch it over to a pressure differential. Okay, now for pressure differential, we can see the Aigo and Prolima are in the top 20 or the worst 20. Not horrible, but not great. And the Cooljag, WDERAIR, and Noctua are in the top, I believe, 15, as in the best. All right. Now let's look at airflow. And wow. So we have the Aigo in the top 10, the worst, that is, and the Prolima and WDERAIR join them in the top 20. So they're better. The Noctua and the Cooljag are in the, let's see, that's the top 15, looks like. So now I'm going to slide this over so you can compare or whatever you want to do with all three columns as far as trying to figure things out. I will move slowly upwards so you can look at the information for whatever it is you're looking for. I did want to point out something interesting. So with this Acosta silent color here, it has low RPMs, it has above average airflow, but it has low pressure differential. That's kind of interesting. Oh, by the way, what I call pressure differential is one variation of another, probably more common meaning of pressure differential is when you measure the pressure on both sides of the fan. So the intake side and the exhaust fan. And then the difference between those two numbers is the pressure differential. I'm doing it differently from the point where the power is off to the power is on maximum on the exhaust side only. So I hope that helps, in case I haven't mentioned that for a while, which I probably haven't. Also, I do this in open air testing because I don't have the equipment I would need to do, like that tube that Major Hardware uses for his testing of the 3D prints that he does of fan blades to put on the Noctua frame. I would need something like that. All right, well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. If you would like to help me and get something out of it by helping me on a one-time basis, you can go to my eBay channel, the PC Expert Amateur, where you can purchase the items that I have on sale there. There are lots of keyboards and mouses and some other items as well. I've got cable organizers with power supplies and a bunch of other stuff, or a nice variety of things that I have reviewed in the past and I no longer need, and I need to make space. Plus, I also need the money. So if you want to do that, the information's on the screen.
I need to ask for your help. Things have been challenging. Whose life hasn't been challenging lately? So if you can please help me out by liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, and turning on notifications, that would be really, really super. Also, if you'd like to help me financially and you can't afford to, you can do a super thanks on my Glenn's Fast Reviews channel, or you can become a member there. Or if you prefer, you can go to patreon.com/GLENNMII and become a member there instead. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to Bleeping Computer for their support of my channel. If you need resources for computers, for getting rid of malware and learning about cybersecurity and stuff, Bleeping Computer, BLEEPING computer.com is a great resource. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.